Hello friends. I don't have too much in the way of video responses today, so I'll just go ahead and get them out of the way. Hannah, I'm happy for you that you enjoyed the concert so much. Not that I ever thought you wouldn't. I thought it was interesting what you were saying about how they might be at a small venue versus a larger venue. I agree there definitely are some advantages to the smaller venue, like the whole crowd holding up the drum stand thing definitely did not happen at Red Rocks. But I will say that they did still find ways to use their entire venue creatively at Red Rocks. One of my favorite things about that show was that after some of the songs they would turn all of the stage lights off, and when they came back up only Josh would be on stage and Tyler was nowhere to be found. And then when the lyrics of the next song would start, all of a sudden Tyler would appear in a spotlight somewhere entirely different off stage. Like one time he was on top of a sound booth halfway up the stairs, and sometimes he would just show up on top of the rocks somehow, like he climbed up there in between songs. So I think all in all the point is that they are incredible performers no matter what venue you see them in. Now, Katie, first of all, just let me say that a cinnamon roll hug sounds like my worst nightmare. And second of all, happy birthday! And what better birthday present could you ask for than to come home and see all of our wonderful faces? And speaking of you coming home, I may have the inside scoop on some possible activities to entertain us while you're here. Right before I filmed this, my mom and I were reading the latest edition of the Redstone Review, and it seems as though Lyons is becoming quite the bumpin' little town. First of all, the town is saying that they're expecting to be done with most of their projects by the end of 2016, which is basically a year from now. That includes all of Meadow Park, Bohm Park, which they haven't even started yet, the library, both the footbridges that were on either side of my house, and some kind of road beautification thing on Main between 3rd Avenue and U-Pumpit. And I don't know, that all sounds pretty ambitious to me, but it'd be really cool if they could get all that done and we could have our nice little town back by 2017. Now for some of the more important stories in this issue, the pizza bar added a new owner and are therefore adding more items to their menu, which doesn't seem like a very big deal until you read that they're going to have make your own mac and cheese. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I can confidently say that I am going to quite enjoy that dish. And speaking of the pizza bar, they're having a New Year's Eve party, which is supposed to have live music and no cover charge. There's also free pizza, but unfortunately it won't be served until midnight, so that wouldn't really work for us. But if you guys wanted to maybe switch it up from Old Chicago, I don't want to go against tradition or anything, but just figured I'd throw it out there. Also in here, the Axe and the Oar, which is that kind of restaurant/art gallery thing that Hannah talked about in one of her videos. They posted some of their menu, which includes appetizers, burgers, fries, sandwiches, salads, burritos, tacos, steak, stuffed potato skins, and the key that brings it all together, there is a full bar. So maybe we should check that out while you're back, Katie. I guess they also have something they call a Sippin' Paint class, which I feel like is a really bad name because it sounds like you're drinking paint. But I guess it's actually an event where you get to drink wine or beer while taking a painting class. So that definitely perked my ears up, and I thought it might interest you guys as well. Now, as for those Star Wars plans, I am down as well, and I'm really good either way, whether we meet you somewhere or we make a team road trip to the airport. Although I don't think you mentioned exactly how early in the morning you had to be at the airport. And also, just throwing it out there, the Broncos play at 2:25 on Sunday, so do with that as you will. And as for rest of the break plans, the only days I get off are Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and New Year's Day, which are usually not days we all do stuff anyway. But if there is something we want to do or plan to do that might take a whole day or something, just let me know ahead of time and I can probably get some time off for that. And I think some of those days that I will have to go in will be like half days. I just don't know which ones and really how early I'll be getting out. So as far as my future availability goes, I don't have a ton of information, but I promise to meet up and hang out.